Hey, how's it going, guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toasty Bros, and today we're going to be reacting to TikToks?
Yeah, so McAllister approaches with this beautiful idea, our video editor McAllister, to react to some tech TikToks, and maybe we can test some of them in this video. Before we dive into that, let's hear a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by GVG Mall, the online marketplace to gain access to some really awesome discounted game keys, and more specifically, Windows 10 licenses.
With Windows 10, it is so easy just to go onto the website using the link in the description down below, and then go to the Windows 10, click buy it now, add code TB20, then go to the checkout, put in your payment info, and then boom, you will get within a few seconds or a few minutes an activation code that you will go into Windows 10, put in the activation code, and it is fully legit. It will work out of the box, and you will have a fully activated Windows 10 license.
We use GVG Mall for all the PCs we built here at the Toasty Bros, and so should you. So definitely check the link in the description down below and use code TB20 to save money on checkouts.
So right now we have McAllister's phone here. He just slid it in front of us. We've actually not seen any of these TikToks, so they could be really good, they could be really bad. We don't really know what to expect.
You're just gonna get our live reactions. That's what we become.
What happens if you put ice on a CPU? You might expect it to melt, but not this fast. This video is in real time, and the CPU is at room temperature, making for a great display of the high thermal conductivity of the processor's heat spreader.
That makes sense. I've never done it before. Maybe we have to test it.
It makes sense on paper, but that's supposed to be a not hot CPU. He's saying like room temperature, and it melted that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. This is why I got this ready.
All right, go get some ice. I need a really cheap CPU. All right, what we got? This has thermal paste all over it. This is a Pentium. Yeah, we got a Pentium. Let's go. So we got a CPU. Jackson's trying to find ice right now. We'll see if that actually worked out.
We have a slight problem. I just remember we don't have ice anymore.
Oh my God.
No, like we have no ice. I mean, we have a freezer, but there's no ice.
Well, I went and hunted for the CPU.
Here, wait.
Do you have ice in there?
Maybe. No, it's all melted. Does anybody else have like, I can go ask guy.
We have ice cream, right?
We do?
We do have ice cream.
I don't want any though. Someone has to eat it.
Will you eat it?
Will you eat the ice cream? If I go get it, will you eat it?
I will eat the ice cream just because I want to do this stuff.
What flavor would you like to melt?
I'm gonna join you. Let's just go.
Okay, all right. Because I actually bought a few different flavors. Yeah, no. So our freezer got so full that we actually took out all of the ice. I just remember there's a radio playing in here, so we're just gonna mute from here. I'm gonna put the whole box on it and see if the whole thing will melt. Okay.
So we're taking this theory to another level. We're just gonna, you know.
It's not even ice cream, it's frozen yogurt. But, dude, that's kind of actually pretty nutty. I mean, look at that. That just melted all of that. Now see how quickly McAllister can melt it with his cheeks. Puts it between butt cheeks, pulls it out, and it's just
So now we have a creamy Pentium processor. Let's move
now,
on to the
Matt,
next
will
one.
you clean that process? Ooh, can you see if it's hot with your tongue?
No, stop.
Dude, come on. I'll do it if you don't.
You do it.
I'll do it. I think there's like leftover, oh, there's like thermal paste in this still, dude.
This turned into a whole different video.
No, it just feels like I'm licking metal. Well, we didn't have ice, but we had ice cream, yogurt, and close enough. It actually did work, so that one is definitely factual.
Check. Next.
Don't buy that, buy this, part 207. Don't buy expensive over-the-ear studio headphones for $150. Instead, buy these Dollar Tree earbuds. They even have a built-in microphone for talking to your friends.
Okay, I mean, he's got a point, but it's also a dumb point.
It's a very dumb point. Yeah, spend a lot of money on a high-end headset, or that's not even like an actual headset. Those are just really high-end headphones, and you'll get a good quality experience. But if you're broke and you just want to spend $1, I mean, technically that will work. So it's kind of fact, but I don't know what. Yeah.
It's definitely not like a tip, really. It's more of like a.
If you broke, buy this.
There we go.
All right, next.
Here's a PC tip you just might need. First, load up your game. On your keyboard, press Alt plus R, and this will show the FPS in the top left of your screen.
Excuse
Does
me?
that always work though?
Does that always work?
No, because
I know. I thought this would be one that would make you all mad if that's the case. That always works.
we have balloons up in the other room.
Let's go.
Okay, so this is Steam, by the way.
All right.
The all-knowing. I mean, I don't know what launcher that was on. That has to be launcher-based.
That was Terraria.
Which is Steam, right?
I mean, I imagine.
So is Alt plus R?
Yeah, Alt-R.
Okay, well I have the Steam one already
If you're wondering
on.
why we all have balloons up, it's because we're working hard, okay?
I'm gonna turn the Steam one off.
So it might literally just be a shortcut for that.
Alt R.
What the heck?
Oh wait, it popped up. Oh, it's an overlay for NVIDIA. Look at that. It shows FPS.
So does Radeon have that too is a good question. No one has a Radeon GPU in here, do they?
Alt+R for NVIDIA, it works. I don't think we have anything with AMD in here, so
No,
we can't really
not
test it
here.
for AMD, but that seems to
wasn't
be
lying.
a thing. It's a thing. Woo!
What is Alt-R? Refresh?
Next.
Here are some quick tips for building your first PC. It's gonna be a lot to go through, so take notes. Make sure your fans are in the right orientation, air flows this way, or this way. Get a magnetic tipped screwdriver, this will save your life. Keep all your boxes somewhere, preferably in your case's box, you never know when you gotta return something. If you have 4 DIMM slots and 2 RAM sticks, make sure they're running in dual channel, check your motherboard manual. You gotta use zip ties.
Yes.
If you have a graphics card, make sure to plug your monitor into the back of it. You don't want to be using integrated graphics if that's even applicable. You should consider sticking to a color scheme if you want a more consistent looking build. Show as little of the cables as possible. I tucked them in behind this cable management bar. You can see a great example of the CPU fan cable right there. And I also tried my best with the PCIe power cables. Use any appropriate cutouts so you don't have to show your cables as much. Don't forget the I/O shield in the back. Consider stress testing your CPU with Cinebench, making sure your GPU is stable with Heaven Benchmark. I like hardware info for checking all my temps. Run the Windows memory diagnostic to check your RAM. And everything's linked in bio.
Well, all right. There's nothing that you shouldn't do. There's definitely a lot of stuff in that, but
I definitely think some of it was a little subjective, like running the stress test and the matching lighting one. That's kind of subjective, and that's not going to make your PC do any better or worse. And you really don't need to do stress tests unless your PC is having issues. It's kind of like buying a brand new car and then stress testing it when there's no issues. There's just no reason.
next.
Things you need to do immediately after getting a PC Part 2. While your PC is booting up, spam the delete button to get into your BIOS. Inside your BIOS, find XMP and enable it. If you don't have XMP enabled, your RAM will be running at about half the speed it should be running at.
That's not necessarily true.
So I would say one thing about that is I would not enable XMP until you get Windows installed and you're ready to go, because there's sometimes when you're installing Windows and you have an unstable XMP profile, you may get blue screens, crashes, and you'll never actually get in. So get your Windows installed, get your drivers ready, then restart and try XMP.
One thing to keep in mind too is XMP a lot of times does not work well with certain motherboards, doesn't work well with certain CPUs, and certain RAMs don't take the overclocks very well, because that's literally what you're doing when you're enabling XMP is basically overclocking the RAM, and it's just automatically doing it for you. So that's something to keep in mind. But typically something like just DDR4 RAM, let's say you buy a 3200 megahertz kit, is going to run it either 2133 or 2400 or even 2666 out of the box. It kind of just depends on the motherboard. So none of those are half the speed. So yeah, I think that one's a little bit subjective as well.
Next.
Hey guys, I'm sure you recognize this background, but did you know it isn't even CGI? It's an actual window with projectors and lasers specially calibrated to make this picture. You can see the photo shoot up top. Insane.
Wait. I didn't know that was a thing. If that's
I mean, I could see it. I don't understand the reason.
I don't know why they did
behind
that.
it.
That could easily have been done in Photoshop, but unless they just really wanted to have some sort of marketing thing and be like, we took our wallpaper picture. I know Windows for a while was doing that on their own. Like they had the one in XP that was like the
big
landscape. That was an
landscape.
actual picture. So that's their thing.
But that was kind of, I don't think that was taken for Windows though. I think that was just a nice picture that they were like, hey, can we use that?
Yeah,
So,
whatever.
but I think we'll have Zach try to make this to see if it's factor cap.
Right now. Next.
That's why I was laughing, because I just wanted to say that.
How to build a PC, part 3. Next, we're going to install our GPU. Considering graphics cards are pretty expensive nowadays, we decided to go with a single stick of DDR3 RAM. Cutting this stick of RAM in half allows us to run this PC in SLI, effectively doubling our performance. Stay tuned for part 4.
I see nothing wrong with
And
that.
first of all, he said SLI, that is AMD RAM, so it would actually be, what is it even called?
Crossfire.
Crossfire.
That's Crossfire,
I don't even
baby.
remember anymore.
Next.
This is the ugly side of my setup. It's this mess of cables that I originally tried to hide in this cable tray, but there's just too many to hide. Luckily, the only one that you see is this one that goes to the power outlet. As long as you're not under my table, you can't see them.
I'm gonna be under your table.
Yes.
Next. Stop.
Oh my god, that's expensive RAM.
Please
Here, one
fix.
click from the back, one click from the front.
Oh, that hurt me.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Next.
Is the Dell Optiplex a good option for a first PC? I wouldn't recommend it, so definitely don't make the mistake that I made. You can get these on eBay for very cheap. This right here is a 7020, and it was paired with an R7 250 i5 CPU. It could run some indie games, but gaming and streaming at the same time? Nah.
Okay, that's a very fair statement. So we actually have a PC selling business called PCBros.tech, and we actually sell almost the exact same system that you can pretty much find on eBay. And I feel like it's kind of an obvious thing. It's like $280 with the solid state drive. So yeah, obviously you're not going to be playing most games and streaming them at the same time. I just think that's kind of a given considering most people spend $1 to $2 grand on their first gaming PC.
Next.
This. Oh god, the cable management.
We love cardboard box PCs.
We've done better though.
We've done better. Check out that video somewhere. I might forget to put it there, but check it out. So yeah, that was us reacting to tech TikToks, and hopefully you guys found that interesting, and hopefully you enjoyed our testing of some of these theories. Let us know down below if you want us to react to some of the other ones, and yeah, that's about it. There's no links for this one. You can go to TikTok. There's no affiliate. I can find a way to make an affiliate link. You
should follow our TikTok. That's a big one.
Yeah, follow our TikTok and buy this iPhone using the affiliate link down below.
And also this Google Pixel 6 Pro.
And maybe our microphones.
Some BOD mics. Kelsey, you got anything?
How about McAllister? Can we put
a
him?
Mazda 3?
Yeah.
6?
Mazda 3 touring hat.
7?
Mazda 3, affiliate link down below.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
And hey, you people on the internet that want to buy your first gaming PC, we're only fact, no cap at PCBros.tech.
We sell awesome gaming PCs, gaming laptops, and other peripherals, and he's really zoomed in on me right now. I don't like that. PCBros.tech, check out our website or come in person. See you guys later. Goodbye. I'm sorry, this channel's falling apart.